in, it looks like this. Typically, it's either an overwrap X first, so I have some sort of grip, and then we pummel. And the pummel looks simply like this. If I'm coming from overwrap X, we make an overwrap. I secure the knee, and then I elbow pummel that right arm inside. The only problem with the pummel of the arm is that if he's not moving, as soon as I let this scenario go right here, he's just a back step away. And then if he steps out of here, now I've lost everything and I need to recover. So the pummel, and here it is from Ashigarami this time, can be a little cumbersome. So if I put my hand in there and then wipe it off, it's hard to get my shoulder in. I literally have to pull Lance's leg up, which is fine. It works just fine. But in my opinion, if we get that rocking motion, it takes away a lot of the power that you need to pummel under legs, and it's very, very smooth. So it happens pretty seamlessly. And so we have this drill of shin to shin, which I'll take you through now. It's shin to shin to Ashigarami to overwrap X from Ashigarami, then to full X from Ashigarami. And it really starts to develop where you want your legs, or a safe place for your legs to be. And then you can start doing your various attacks from each scenario in a drill format, which is quite nice. So what it looks like would be this. I would do shin to shin entry into Ashigarami. And then I would drop in to my overwrap X. Okay, and then from that point, we would go back into Ashigarami, and then we would go back into overwrap X. So let's do a full drill. If I want to go into full X from shin to shin, I would go full X first. Full Ashigarami, and then into full X with that rotation or that rocking procedure. And then we would sweep. Now what it looks like, I'll run you through a full sequence that starts with one shin to shin, and then a bunch of ashis, and I'm going to shorten this. I'm only going to do equal ashis on both sides, and then I'm going to move into overwrap X, back into ashis, overwrap X, and then I will sweep him, and then we would go into full X off the same thing. So what it looks like, a full drill might look like this. Shin to shin, ashis, some ashi reps. After ashi reps, I'm going to go into my overwrap X. And I'm going to go back into Ashigarami. I went back into overwrap X on the other side. So we alternate sides. Once I've now hit my both sides, I can now sweep my training partner, and then he would do the drill to me. When we reset, then we can start with our shin to shin again. And this time I'm going into full X. I would go Ashigarami start. 1, 2, all of our ashi drills. And now I would go into full X. So I'll make him walk. I'll rock my body into full X. After I do both sides, as I just did with my overwrap X, we would again sweep with your various X guard sweeps, whatever you choose. I'll just choose this guy, and then down, up, and then your training partner then gets to do the drill to you. Obviously, you can do this drill in many, many different ways, but this is a very, very nice way to start getting your legs to be where they should be. And then what we will do next is add in the reverse X to the inside Senkaku lift. Now I'll take you really quickly through, once you have that leg programming, if you will, into the mix. You've got your ashis into your overwrap X's. You've got your ashis into your full X. You've got your overwrap X into your full X. And then we start putting hands on the mat, and then we can begin lifting if you like leg entries. You also remember all of the leg entries that we had gone over before. All of them are right there, so you can put these into your drilling format based on what you like. But now let's just take the hands to the mat. This is a very good drill that I, again, really like to do from an overwrap X, and the exact same technique could be used or applied from a full X. But we'll go in from shin to shin. I go into my Ashigarami. I then go into overwrap X. And instead of putting him on the mat, I'm going to put his hands on the floor by extending and driving my knee into the back of his hamstring. We will then post, and then we can cycle our legs into reverse X. Just remember, one of the main things for reverse X, especially when we're getting these type of lifting scenarios built into our game, is that this right foot needs to be on this near hip. If I put it on the far hip, it's going to be a rough time. So I'm going to have a rough time bringing it forward. So this leg really needs to be on this near hip. My other leg can go anywhere from hip, which is great, to down, even down by the knee if I needed to. And then once you have that, we are lifting him around our body. So not just straight over my head. He's going to get heavy eventually that way. We're going to lift him this way. So it's more like he pivots on his hands than me actually lifting him up. So I just want him to rotate on his hands, not really lift him up. That makes it much easier on me, okay? And now when he's close, if I choose, there are so many different ways we can go get the leg now. I can post, and then I can use my right hand for either way. I can use it on this side and this side. We can use it to go scoop up the middle knee. I can stay as a post if I wish and then go pull the leg in. These are all fine techniques. So to get the legs, up to you right now. But then we pull that in, we hit a figure 4, and now we're right here at home in our ankle lace. So when we finish, we want to overwrap this far leg, but make sure that we're seated up. And then we can start separating the legs. So again, these are fine drills. I'll go ahead and demonstrate the full X. And you'll see the only one different position in full X is his leg is going to be up on my neck with full X, and versus his leg is in my armpit with overrep X. And there is a big difference. The legs are separated when it's up to your neck, but he's also has a potential easier time getting away because you don't have this leg overwrapped, and sometimes they can step over and run away. So, but the legs are separated. So a lot of different things going on. Anyway, we want to go shin to shin, okay? I'll make my shin to shin entry into Ashigarami, and now I'll hit a full X instead of an overwrap. Same thing, I give him the split, we rock in, I get my full X guard, I put Lance's hands on the mat, I block him, and then I switch to reverse X. We take him in a circle around his hands, and then now I may need to get that hand assist, because you can clearly see if I go after just this leg is free. And so now there may be an easy time for him just to sprint away that way. I lose his knee, et cetera, et cetera. If I have his knee here, then it might behoove you to then go and hold this leg when we slide this in. And so now we still have both legs. And now we've got the legs, I've got them separated. I have an easy time to get on his foot. And we can have a real solid attack from full X, because you got to be careful with full X that he doesn't boom. So you need to kind of try to control both legs. Overwrap, you already have both legs under control, so it's not such a big deal. Anyway, you can add that into that leg game and that leg drill, and it really will up the ante from your shin to shin into your ashi.